If you have ever felt trapped in your mind and stuck in chaotic emotions, this video is for you. Today I'm going to teach you a simple and ancient practice to come back to center, to feel peace again, so that you can live your dream life and step out of that inner chaos. Welcome to Mystic Monday. I am Reverend Ashley, your spirit guide and friend, here to bring you your weekly spiritual teaching that you can apply immediately to have an amazing week ahead. So today I want to bring you into a teaching that really did save my life when I learned it. I've been studying yoga for well over a decade and have a lot of experience in Eastern spirituality, religion, and philosophy, and this is a cornerstone practice. First, why do we suffer? Buddhism answers this question beautifully. Why do we suffer? Why do we feel inner chaos? Why do we spin in these loops of sadness? And it's like we're on a carousel that we can't get off. Buddhism says we suffer because we are in gripping attachment. We grip to how we feel that we should be. We grip to how we think our lives should be. We are attached to how we think things should be. And that's called resistance, where the Tao is flowing one direction, destiny is flowing one direction, and we're fighting it. And the word that's used in Buddhism to describe this fight is tanha. And tanha is craving. It is this insatiable desire. It's a fire, actually, that burns and burns and burns. And the more we give it, the more likes we get, the more attractions we receive, the more compliments we receive, the bigger the fire grows. It's never enough. And Buddhism says this is the human life. This is the illusion of lack that we opt into upon arrival. And Buddhism says there is a way through this. And the reason for this gripping is misunderstanding. It's called ignorance, avidya, ignorance. We forgot who we are. We are in spiritual amnesia, forgetfulness. And maybe like me, you had an awakening many years ago, but you still find yourself going to sleep and going into the doubt and the haunted house of your mind and getting back on the carousel and trying to fight your way out. You're feeding the fire of tanha when you try to fight your way out. And this is a practice that I'm going to share with you today to end the battle and to resonate with who you truly are. Because yoga and Buddhism and Hinduism and Tantra and all these amazing traditions that I've studied as a minister, as a spiritual teacher, they all point to what is called witnessing consciousness, who you are beneath your fluctuating states. The lower mind is the fluctuating states. It's judgment, it's desire, it's never enough, it's lack, and it's rooted in that illusion. And nothing is inherently bad about the lower mind. It becomes bad when we live there and we are cycling through these emotions, these like dopamine hits, these like sugar spikes where it's never enough. And you get to that goal or you accomplish that thing and there's that little voice that says, well, you didn't do this. Well, it's going to go away. It is your primal protector brain, the limbic system, always looking for danger. And it's operating correctly. It was made this way to look for danger, to keep you safe. Many people, even me sometimes, live in this lower mind. And so you are in the chaos, in the storm, and you lose sight. You go into avidya, which means you identify as the suffering. You are blended with the fluctuating states. When you identify with the fluctuating states, you suffer. Fluctuating states meaning your emotions are changing, your thoughts are changing. It's like a monkey swinging from tree to tree. It's a circus. It's a circus. And if it gets strong enough, it goes into emotional possession where you are just living in that pendulum swinging of good enough, not good enough, better than, less than, right? That ego pendulum swinging. And the ego is connected to this because it requires survival and it is focused on that limbic system of scanning for danger. It has a negativity bias. It's looking for the problem. It's looking for the danger. And keep watching because I'm going to show you a practice that you can use right away to step out of this level of mind. Step 1, become aware of the carousel. Become aware of the circus and the swinging monkeys throwing tomatoes at each other. Become aware, I am suffering. I am in lack. I am in a mood. I am in this repeating state that I feel stuck in. So step 1 is wake up. Here's where I am. Step 2, accept it. I'm totally in this state right now, and that's just what it is. You cannot change something that you haven't accepted yet. And that can be a challenge, but I'm going to invite us all into that this week and right now, because we deserve to identify as the true self. And the true self is not an emotional state. The true self in Hinduism is the soul. And the soul is one with God. They call it Brahman, the creator God. Your soul, your individual essence that never stepped into the river of time, the soul stays in that energetic world. It is the part of you that carries your whole lifetime's worth of stories and dreams and wounds and visions. If you're familiar with the Akashic records, that's the soul. It's the information of you in the spirit realm, and it incarnated and created your body and chose your parents based on the mission and the lessons that you opted into upon arrival. The soul knows why you are suffering. The soul knows the higher purpose. If the soul is one with God, then it knows when you're going to die. And it knows when that next partner's coming in. It knows when you're going to meet your spouse. It knows what's next. But what I've experienced through my shamanic training is that the soul keeps secrets from you. The soul wants you to be in an authentic human experience. And so it will withhold information that would take you away from the authentic human experience. If you knew how many hairs on your head that you have, like God does, your soul, because these are deeply, deeply connected. The soul is like a drop of water and God is the ocean, right? It's made of the same substance. And God, to me, is something even more vast and mysterious. And the soul is a piece of that. If you knew when you were going to die, it would take away from this authentic, honest, and courageous journey that we're on. So your true self is the part of you that is even beyond the word love. It's not a gender, it's not an emotion, it just is. The Tao says the Tao that can be defined is not the eternal Tao. And this is from the Tao Te Ching, and I am in love. This is the Mystic's Path Mystery School. We get to find excitement and peace in not knowing. So the true self is the greatest mystery. It is who you are, and it is operating at all times. It never goes away, and it is behind that pendulum swinging. It is behind the chaos. It is completely okay with what is. It doesn't fight, it doesn't resist. The closest thing to explain it is unconditional love. It never left God. It never drank the poison. It is you in your truest state. So here's the practice. You sit up straight, you close your eyes, and you say out loud, everything is what it is. I am what I am. I am going to witness myself and be present with what is without trying to change a thing. Instead of being in the fire of tanha, instead of throwing fuel to that fire of insatiable desire and lack, you are stepping out to sit by the bonfire and roast a marshmallow, because the soul's always having fun. The soul is always in agreement with where the Tao is flowing, with where your life is flowing. So the practice is sitting up straight, closing your eyes, letting yourself be what you are, letting things be. Again, if you try to battle, fight, or change something, there's a time and a place to work on changing things. I love hypnotherapy. I love therapy. I love coaching. There's a time and a place to work at changing things. This is not that practice. This is a practice of cultivating deep, steady, loving awareness with what is. And when you do this, your auric field expands. You have heart and mind coherence, like Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about. You step out of the fire. You stop burning at the fire, and you step out and you sit by the fire. And the practice is just that. You close your eyes. You always go into steadying your breath. If your breath is disturbed, you are disturbed. So you go into your breath and you are opening up, witnessing consciousness. You are watching the mind. You are watching your emotions. You can imagine you're in a movie theater watching this crazy film on the TV. You can imagine you're sitting by a rolling fire. Some of these visuals can be really helpful as a way for yourself to unblend. So let's try it together. Mysticism is only as powerful as it is when practiced. It must be practiced. So you're breathing and actually lean your body backwards, like you're literally sitting back from a fire. And taking those steady breaths, steadying your breath. Let go of the need to change anything about yourself, your life, this moment. Just open your awareness. Watch the fire burn. Watch the monkeys swinging around throwing tomatoes. Watch the mind. Let it burn. Let it happen. You are watching. And maybe you smile towards your mind. Maybe you whisper, I love you. The mind isn't the problem. It's when you identify and abide, when you make a home of the lower mind. That's when you suffer in life. That's when you know that you're in there because nothing feels enough. You don't feel enough. Your actions don't feel enough. The likes aren't enough. Your efforts aren't enough. That's when you know you're burning in the fire. So let's step out as a community. Just a couple more breaths. I really want you to feel this practice together. It's stronger when we do it together. Feel me with you. Nice steady breath. Feel the weight of your pelvis drop down, down, down. Feel the pull down of gravity like a hug towards the earth. Well done. I'm so proud of you. This is a practice that literally changes your brain. It's a meditation technique. And if you're loving this, press pause, stay for a little bit longer, set a timer, sit in yourself, holding that awareness. And your energy field is going to get coherent. It's going to go from a shrunken, fear, lack state to an expanded, coherent state just through this practice alone. It is that potent. I would love to hear in the comments how you feel in doing this practice. Nothing about you has to be different. Opening your awareness to be with what is. It's what we wanted as the inner child. We didn't want mom to come in and say, you need to get happy, stop crying. We wanted her to sit with us. We wanted our parents to accept us and to be close. We didn't want them to interrupt our emotional experience. We wanted them to be with us. This is unconditional love. And it's bigger than an emotion. It is who you are. The expanded, mysterious, all-loving, all-knowing self. Let's share a breath together if you would. And if it feels good, just send out that presence to the world. Just send out that loving presence. I know you can feel more peace in your body. I can feel it, that the room is changing, the energy is shifting, not because you're trying to, but because you are bold and big and loving enough to be right here. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you loved this teaching today, share it with somebody, like, subscribe, all the things. I post this on my podcast every week as well, and I post the video version on YouTube. So enjoy as you would like, and thank you for being here. I love you. See you next week.